Interested in getting tickets to a concert or sporting event? Use SeatGeek and get $20 off on your next purchase with promo code OBERSPORTS. That's OBERSPORTS, OBERSPORTS. What's going on, guys? Jacob over here coming to you with my reaction to Packers versus Bengals. Wow. What a football game, and what a crazy ending. 5 combined missed kicks by both teams since the 2-minute mark of regulation, but the Packers win it at the 2-minute mark of overtime. So about a 10-minute span where both teams missed 5 kicks, 3 by Crosby and 2 by McPherson. But thankfully, Mason Crosby was the last kicker with a chance, and he made his final opportunity, a 49-yarder, to win the game for the Packers. But I mean, I don't even know where to start with talking about this game because there was just so much going on. We'll talk about, the missed kicks, though, first. I mean, Mason Crosby, that was just so unexpected from him because he's been so reliable. But I really do feel like he's kind of due for games like that sometimes. I mean, he's done it, maybe every 3 to 4 years where he'll just have a really weird game like that where he'll miss, 3 or 4 kicks in the game, and he missed 4 in this game, including an extra point. Just very what we're not accustomed to from seeing from Mason Crosby. And it almost cost us the game, but thank goodness the Bengals kicker also sucked today. He missed a 57-yarder off the upright, which, that's not exactly on him. I mean, it's a really tough kick, 57 yards, but he did also miss a 49-yarder that would have won the Bengals the game, too. And he started celebrating before it actually went in because he thought he got it, but it curved to the left at the last second and just snuck outside the left upright. So, overall, though, I mean, the Packers coming away with a victory in this game is absolutely massive for them because, I mean, they didn't have 4 of their top 8 players. They didn't have Jair, they didn't have Bakhtiari, they didn't have Jenkins, and they didn't have Zadarius Smith. And they went on the road against a good football team. The Bengals are a very good football team. I think they will win the AFC North. And they came away with a victory in a hostile environment. And Rodgers played pretty good. He had a stretch where he was, on fire. And then there was a missed touchdown throw late that he should have made. But overall, he essentially led 3 game-winning drives. And only one of them counted. But he got us into field goal range 3 times, setting us up for the winning kick. And 2 of them were missed. The last one was made, thank goodness. But, personally, I would not have probably kicked that field goal in that position that won us the game because of how bad Crosby had been. And it really takes another level of confidence to have in your kicker when they've missed 3 field goals in a row. I think the only other team that would probably kick that field goal in that spot would probably be the Ravens with Justin Tucker, but I don't think Justin Tucker would ever miss 3 field goals in a game because Justin Tucker is the best kicker in the league right now and maybe one of the best kickers, if not the best kicker of all time. But, I mean, Crosby certainly, to me, is up there, probably number 2 this year, and just a really weird game from him, but thank God he came through in his last attempt and made it count and redeemed himself. So, Packers definitely got lucky, though, with the Bengals missing 2 of those kicks. I mean, the Packers, they played really passive to me today. I mean, I kind of feel like their play calling in the red zone was not great from LaFleur, especially, after that Campbell interception that set them up in the red zone on the first drive of overtime. They played for the field goal there after Crosby had just missed 3 straight kicks. He had missed a 36-yarder. Or no, wait a minute. Okay. He had missed 3 kicks prior to that. So he missed the extra point on the first touchdown. Then he missed a 36-yarder. Then he missed a 51-yarder. And then they played for the field goal. I mean, his confidence at that point was probably not good. And that's probably what caused him to miss that 40-yard field goal. So them playing for that field goal right there, I hated it. I hated it so much because you're set up in the red zone. You're one of the best red zone scoring offenses. Hadn't had a good day in the red zone up to that point, but still, you got to put the ball in the MVP's hands. You can't run the ball up the middle twice and then settle for the field goal on a 3rd down. That is, to me, that's just so cowardly, especially with how your kicker has been. And, if this was a different day, sure, I would have been okay with that, and that's probably what I would have done too. But I mean, in that situation, I would have gone for the touchdown, and I probably would have gone for the field, or not the field goal. I would have gone for the touchdown, or I would have went for it on 4th down on that field goal that Crosby made to end the game. I probably would have went for it on that play, but I guess that's not why I'm an NFL coach, or I guess that's why I'm not an NFL coach, because I personally, with the day Crosby has had, I did not expect him to make that kick at all. I thought he was going to miss that one too. And it was reasonably long. It was 49 yards. That's not a gimme at all. So for him to split the uprights, that's huge for the Packers, obviously, because it won him the game. And it's huge for Crosby's confidence too going forward, because, getting to redeem yourself and make the winning kick after having such a bad day, that's huge for him. But, overall, the Packers definitely didn't play their best game, but they were solid on both ends for the most part. Like I said, the red zone offense was really bad, and the situational defense was really bad. The touchdown given up right before the end of the half by the Packers, the 70-yarder to Jamar Chase, I mean, that can't happen. The Packers letting the Bengals get into field goal range, that can't happen at the end of regulation. The Packers giving up that touchdown drive late, that can't happen, and letting the Bengals tie the game. I mean, situationally, the Packers really need to work on their defense, because, I mean, they're just not making the plays, when the situation calls for it. I mean, put them in a situation like, okay, keep them out of field goal range. They can't do it. Keep them out of the end zone and force them to kick 3. Can't do it. Get this 3rd down stop to give the ball back to the offense. Can't do it. I mean, the situational defense has just not been good. Overall, they've been a lot better than I've expected, and they held their own today against a really dangerous Cincinnati passing attack. But they just situationally they're not good, and they need to work on that. And I think that definitely has something to do with not having Zadarius Smith to rush the passer on 3rd down, not having Jair Alexander out there to cover their best receivers. So for what it's worth, the Packers held up defensively pretty well today, but situationally they almost cost us the game. So of course, there was a lot of things that almost cost us this game, but for the Packers to come away with a win, like I said, without 4 of their top 8 players, I mean, at that point, you don't care how the Packers win. The Packers could have looked, awful today, but if they came away with a victory, that's all that matters in a game like this, because you're going on the road, hostile environment, a good team, a division leader, and you're coming away with a victory. I don't care how you do it. That is all that matters. So, and the only numbers that matter at the end of the day are that win-loss record. So, Packers move to 4-1. Cincinnati drops to 3-2, and the Packers are going to play the Bears next week for potentially a, I believe, it would be a NFC North. Who takes first place if the Bears win today. That is, if they don't win, then the Packers could lose and still retain first place in the NFC North. But really big game coming up for sure at Soldier Field next weekend, and hopefully the Packers can get the victory there. But man, what a crazy game today. Thank goodness the Packers came away with one. But in the meantime, guys, that's all I got to say in this video. I'm still, just kind of so exhausted from watching that game. It might have been the most stressful regular season game I've ever watched, because I went from thinking we were going to win to we were going to lose to we were going to win to we were going to lose to we were going to win. And, it just kept going back and forth. And at the end, when Crosby made the kick, I was just relieved. I don't even know if I don't think I celebrated or anything. I just kind of sat down on the couch and like, thank God we won that football game and got out of there with a win. But anyways, guys, so thanks for watching. That's all I got to say in this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also use my promo code on SeatGeek if you want to go to a sporting event or concert. My promo code is Obersports, 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 and get $20 off on your purchase. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.